your message. Share your message. Woo! Yeah. Share
Welcome! I'm so excited that y'all are all here today. My name is Tonya Hofmann. I'm the CEO and founder of the Public Speakers Association, amongst other things. And I love bringing my incredible guests to you every time because they give you so much information. And today, oh my goodness, we've got someone from over the seas and over the rainbow because she's that amazing. Miss Annika Sorensen. Hey, Annika.
Hi.
So, Annika, tell us, I know you're an expert in stress management, and you've even written a couple books, right?
Yes, I did.
Awesome. Do you have them to show us?
Yes, I can.
Oh.
Yeah.
So, obviously, since you've written two books on stress, you must love the subject matter because I'm sure it's a big relief when you can help people get past the stress.
Definitely. I've been working with people all my life. I'm a doctor, so I've seen stress from all angles, and it's always everyone has had their own stress moments, and so do doctors have. So I've seen it, and I've realized that there are ways to treat it without really doing treatments like you do in medicine. I like to find a kind of a natural way.
Oh.
And I do love when people get it so that they can get out of the hamster wheel.
Because there's probably like different types of stress, I'm assuming, and because I can't imagine that there's somebody out there that is completely stressless.
No, there is nobody out there that is completely stressless, because stress is part of our natural biology. And if you don't have those stress hormones, and if you don't have that system in action, even if you don't use it very much, then you're dead, because you can't live without them. It's as simple as that. So people that say that I never stress out, they can be very calm, but at some point in their life, they can be affected when their limit is passed.
That's amazing.
Everyone. We have different limits, like some have small ones and some have big ones, but everyone has a limit.
Right.
You can't get away from that one, for sure.
Yeah, because people always, I think it's also interesting because social media makes everyone look like they're just so perfect all the time.
Yeah, and they're not.
Right?
I can guarantee you, they're not.
I know, you're like, come on, I know that person really, yeah. So do you have some tips that you can share with us today?
Yes, I can. And as I said before, this is biology. And I talk about stress in maybe a little different way than most other people do, because they say buy this thing or this gadget or take a glass of wine or whatever, and say you get out of the stress. And yes, you do for the moment, but it's not going to last. It's not going to last. So you have to really to make your life stress free, or not stress free, but less stressed. You have to make changes in your life for the moments that popping up all the time, making the stress for you. So you have to make life-changing moments. That's the part of it. But I do have also that maybe would be good for you to know in this short little presentation is I do have quick fixes, even though I say quick fixes don't work. But when you are in that moment and you are going to run for the bus, or your boss is coming and telling you something bad, or when you just feel it creeps up on you, you have to do something in that moment. And at that moment you take a deep breath and let your shoulders down, and then you take another deep breath and let your shoulders down, and you think about what you're doing. You can also run around your desk, or you can jump up and down, do something else because your brain will have a rest for a few seconds, and then the problem will be a little bit less dangerous, and you can think better and you make a better solution in that moment. But it's not going to take your big problems away just for the moment.
Right. So
And
that's
people,
a technique for speakers that are about to go on stage. You get real nervous and you start stressing, you know, am I going to be good enough for all these people, just to stop? And
exactly. So that and you can do just about anything. Actually, I do have like a mini meditation where I close my eyes and I say release, release a few times, and you let your shoulders down at the same time. And then your brain has that little moment of rest, and that's what you're after.
so when you're in those moments in rest, is it that you're just kind of giving your system a break, or what is it doing for you?
It's given, when you think too much, I'm not sure I can understand all this myself because it's very complicated, but your neurons, the brain cells, they work better when you relax. When you think and think and think, you kind of get stuck. And that affects the brain, the communication between the brain cells. It gets negative when you think too much about it. And that's the same thing that, you know, if you're gonna tell someone something and then you say his name was, and I can't remember, and then you think, and you can't remember, and then 5 minutes later you walk and do something completely different, and all of a sudden, whoop, the name comes up, because that's how we work. I can't explain it in a better way than that. When you let your brain rest, the brain cells communicate in a more free way.
Yeah.
And that's when the good thoughts come, and when you the free thoughts, and you can think better and you can get better solutions to your problems.
I love that. I think that explains a lot for me. Because there's times that I'm just really productive in thinking up new ideas or new approaches. And that's usually like in the car. I don't have any music or anything on. It's quiet. There's nothing going on. I'm just driving and I'm just like popping out ideas.
Yeah.
Or right before I go to sleep, right? There's nothing going on. It's quiet. Boom.
Mm-hmm.
You get firings. Is that what you mean?
That's exactly what it is. You're letting your brain go on a free run, so to speak. and the same, you get the same effect if you start walking or doing exercise, moving your body, because when your muscles move around, your brain cells communicate in a better way too. It's scientifically proven that it is like that, but I'm not sure we really know why.
It seems like to me that's why you should also hire someone else to help you with solutions to things, because they don't have that stress that you're trying to make something happen. They can see things clearly because they don't have that stress.
Exactly. Yeah, you can see it from the outside, and that usually works better. Exactly.
I love that.
So you don't have to buy big buy things or go and get gadgets or things. You all have this with you. They are free tools. You always have them in your pockets. So
right. Except for your books. You need to go buy your books.
What do you say? Nobody.
You need to go buy your books. That's the only thing you really need to go buy.
Yes, one of them is more on the next step, where I talk about when you, because this is just for the moment, and to make changes so that these moments don't pop up all the time, you have to do changes in your life, and you do different changes than I do because we have different issues. And at that, in that moment, I take what I call a virtual helicopter view with the clients, and we look at the total situation, and we work, family, friends, free time, money, everything in life. You have to look at all the things, because you never know where your real issues are. sometimes they are in a place where you didn't really think of.
Yeah.
And then you have to do the changes. And to get the energy to do the changes, you have to eat right, you have to sleep right, you have to have physical activity to get energy. So it's that part is more work, and you have to do it yourself because no one can do it for you.
Oh man.
No one, you can get people holding your hand and helping you to do it and all that, telling you or helping you to see what's the right thing to do, but you have to do the work yourself. Otherwise, nothing will happen. Right?
Exactly. And sometimes you just gotta let things go. It's like I'm sitting here listening to you, and I've got this bracelet. I've had it for like, I don't know, 10, probably, 15 years, and it just broke on me. So I've got like little pieces of they're bouncing around on the floor right now. My dog's going, "What in the world? Why is it raining on me?" And you just let it go. You're like, "Oh man, I love that bracelet."
You can fix it.
Yeah. Well, I gotta find all those little beads. So, and sometimes you just like let it go.
Yes, just let it go. And like you have to pick your fights.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you will be fighting all your life, and that's not going to help you live a good life.
Yeah, do you find that when people focus on, because I know when I used to focus on the negative, and I always kind of attract to that negative, if they start just switching their process, like when my first coach told me to go to the gas tank, because that was one of my big, I got to fill up the gas, and it's so expensive because that's when the prices were really high. And he goes, change it up. And I started going, I'm excited about getting gas because I'm going to get to go places and meet new people and make new sales. And it just really changed my perspective. Is that kind of what your approach is like?
That is one of the things that you that I also talk about, because your mindset towards what's going on around you matters so much. Because basically everything is about mindset.
Right.
It really is. It is about how you think about it. And exactly like you say, if you see the positive instead, it's going to be so much easier. And also your stress hormone, the levels of your stress hormones in your body will go down or stay down rather than go up. And that's going to save you from a lot of disease later on. Because if you constantly go with high stress hormone levels, they hurt you from the inside, like your blood vessels and stuff like that. And you get all these diseases like diabetes, obesity, cardiovascular disease, all the things you don't want.
Yeah, right?
So if you can change your mindset and start seeing it from the good side or the less bad side, I mean, you don't have to love it. You can just accept it.
Yeah. I think, too, people love seeing somebody imperfect. And I think that's the hardest thing for us a lot of times is to let go of that perfection. I know one time I was doing, it was a live webinar that I was recording and everything, right? And all of a sudden my cat jumped up on my desk, and all of a sudden you saw, a tail go across the screen. And people are cracking up, and I had to pull up, here's Chai Chai, and everyone's like, hi, Chai Chai. It's because I could have like, oh my gosh, right?
Yes.
And freak out. And then that would have shown a negative to people instead of going, here's my kitty, and be a part of the moment instead of not accepting the moment.
Yeah. And also the feelings or the ways we are, like a smile or being grumpy, that it's contagious. So I give it to you. If I'm glad or I'm happy, I'll give it to you. If I smile, I give it to you. If I am grumpy, I give it to you. So, and that is also proven in the brain that we have cells that the mirror neurons, that we mirror each other. And it's proven that it works.
Wow, mirror. I haven't heard of that. That's new. I love that. So if you're going out to the world and you have a positive attitude, you can truly change some lives that day.
Yeah, just by being positive.
There you go.
Just by being a nice person, you do good.
See, that's why I started the 2 rules for the Public Speakers Association. One of them, you have to be nice, no mean, grumpy, negative people, and no perfect people. So there you go.
Yeah.
I didn't know why I was doing it. It was to help people with less stress.
Yeah, exactly. You were doing it. Exactly. That's how it is. And
Awesome.
and it's so simple in a way. And you do not have to have all these things to do it. You just need to use yourself.
I absolutely adore that. Okay, so how do you have something to give away to our amazing listeners today?
Yes, I do have. It's an ebook. It's not a very thick one, but it's an ebook, and I call it a starter kit for your de-stress work.
Oh, nice.
And you find that on stresslesstoday.com.
That is the best URL.
Yeah, it is a good one. I like it a lot.
Yeah,
I was happy when I found it. So stresslesstoday.com, and you find it's a start kit on doing changes in your life in a good way to start the journey. Because like I said, this is not a quick fix. You have to work with it, and you have to work with it lifelong, because life is going to change as long as you live, right?
Exactly. Love it. All right, everyone, go to stresslesstoday.com right now and grab a hold of that. And is there a way for them to get a hold of you too?
Yes, you can go to my website, askdrannika.com, askdrannika.com, and I have this, contact page where you can connect if you have any questions or if you want to ask something.
Yeah, if you want to book her to go and speak or be on your show or whatever you've got going on.
Yeah. And you also find my 2 books. They are on Amazon, but you find the links from the first page of my website. So you just scroll down, you find the books. You can come to the Amazon page if you want to get that.
All righty, everyone. So get connected with Annika. She's amazing. And people are probably asking, where are you at right now?
I am in Sweden.
There you go. So she's in Sweden, everybody.
And it's evening here. Late afternoon.
Wonderful. All righty, everyone. So get connected with Annika and take advantage of getting to know her. And don't just listen to this and go, oh, she's so great. Actually connect with her and follow her on social media and reach out and say hello. That's what it's all about. So I want to thank everyone for being here today. Thank you, Annika. I want you to come back as often as possible because this is something we need to de-stress about.
Yes. We have to stress this very often.
Exactly. All right, everyone. See y'all later. Thanks.
Bye-bye.